quickly write things that you love, and then it gets judged accordingly. That's just how art works. And there's some songs that are biggest songs in the entire world that I had no idea people were going to even understand. And then there's songs that I thought were going to change the fucking face of music. And we haven't played those songs in 15 years. It shows you what you know. And so there's a lot of variables to pick a favorite song. I've got lyrical favorite songs. I've got melodic favorite songs. I got songs I love playing with the band. I got songs I prefer to play solo. I've got songs that pay my bills every month. I like those songs. But my favorite song, the variable that I chose when I came up with this answer is, what song changed my life instantly? Every musician worked their way who gets to do this for a living. This is my 20th year playing music for a living. Every musician who's at this point has that moment, and they can tell you when it was where that light switch flipped. The universe flew through the switch, and you realize, holy shit, I'm going to be able to just play music for the rest of my life. Like, this is my job. For me, that came, if I had to pick a record, it was 2012, Burn.Flicker.Die. That record changed my life. I'm not exaggerating when I tell you, that record came out, and we immediately started selling out shows. Like, it was just a night and day change. It was 7 years into our career. The universe was like, okay, you get to play music for a living. It was awesome. So that song has to come off of that record. To give you an idea of where we were in 2011, we were struggling. We were a band that was playing over 300 shows a year. 2011, 12, and 13, we played 307, 306, and 304. Almost 1,000 shows in 3 years, and nobody gave a fuck what we were doing. We were showing up playing in front of 5 people every single night and giving it everything we had, and nobody was giving us anything back. So after 6, 7 years of doing that, we finally just said, man, maybe we're not good enough. Maybe we're not musicians. Maybe I'm not a songwriter. And we decided that at the end of 2011, we were going to call it quits, because we tried. There's nothing wrong with quitting something that you gave everything you had to. When I was in the 8th grade, I wanted to be a professional basketball player. I was 6'1" in the 8th grade. Huge. I was a power forward. I could shoot, dribble with both hands. I was a fucking stretch 3 before that even existed. I was Kevin Durant before Kevin Durant existed. So I was like, I'm gonna be like 6'8", 6'9", I'm gonna have a jump shot, I'm gonna be good. The man standing before you today is 6'1". I was this fucking big in the 8th grade. And I never grew a single fucking inch. And at a certain point in my life, I had to realize that no matter how many times I showed up early for practice and got shots in, or no matter how many times I stayed late and ran, I wasn't gonna be a professional athlete. I tried. It just wasn't in the cards. I had that same moment as a musician in 2011. I gave it everything I had. It just wasn't in the cards. I'm not supposed to be a songwriter. We had one tour left in 2011, and it was with another struggling songwriter. And we went out and we're playing these shows every night, and he came up to me and said, where's the record with these songs on it? And I was like, man, that doesn't exist. Like, we don't have any money. We can't make a record. And he's like, you're never going to be able to sleep if you don't put that record out with those songs on it. And I said, I don't think you understand. We don't have the money to live, yet alone make a fucking record. And he said, if you can make it to Muscle Shoals, Alabama, I'll produce the record for you. And I'm so thankful for that friendship. I'm so thankful for that act of kindness. Because that friend that we were on tour with that produced that record was a guy named Jason Isbell. You're cheering. I think we're talking about 2 different people.
Yeah.
I think you're talking about internationally celebrated folk icon Jason Isbell. I'm talking about the drunk guy that got kicked out of the drive-by truckers. 2 very different fucking people. They look similar. They both have voices of angels and songs of generations, but they are different fucking people. I made a record with the latter. We made this record and put it out, and it completely altered our life. And then 8 months after our record came out, Jason dropped a record called Southeastern. That completely altered the landscape of singer-songwriters. I'm thankful He made me make this record. I'm thankful that he talked me into it. I'm thankful that I had a friend that reminded me not to walk away because we were so fucking close. He'll never take credit for it, but I thank him every time I get a chance to, because without him, I'm not here playing songs for you folks. So the song I picked is the first song I sent him. He sent me a text message, said, "Hey, I need demos." I said, "Man, I ain't gonna need demos. They cost money." And he said, "Well, just make me a demo on your phone." I said, "Why?" And he said, "BJ, I was drunk when I promised you I'd produce that record." He's like, "If these songs aren't good, I can't put my name on them." So I recorded him a quick voice memo and I sent it to him. And before I could send him a second song, I got a text message back that said, "As long as everything else sounds like this, we're good." So I didn't send him a single fucking song after that. I was like, "Yeah, man, that's one of the new ones. If you like that, you're gonna love this record." And he bought it. And we went down there and made a record, and it changed my life. And so tonight I'm gonna leave you with this song, because I truly believe if I don't write this song, I don't make that record. If I don't make that record, I'm not standing in London on a Sunday night in the 100 Club playing these songs for you fine folks. So thank you for being here. I hope everyone has a safe flight. And I hope next time I get to see you guys, I'm going to be standing in front of a shit hot 5-piece rock and roll band, playing these songs for you in a different light. But for now, I'm going to leave you with this. It's the title track of that record, and it changed my life. This is a song called Burn.Flicker.Die. Dollar bill prescriptions in the bathroom stalls, red-handed women and alcohol. They say it ain't so, say it ain't last call. The whiskey on the rocks and Adderall. The whiskey on the rocks and Adderall. Oh, we're no different than neon lights. We turn us on, we stay up all night. We do what we can, we put up a fight. We burn too long, we flicker and die. It's nights like these and the drugs don't work. But they just get in the way instead of picking me up. And I wish my addictions didn't mean so much, but we all can't be born with that kind of love. You try but you won't fix what's wrong with me. Every night I'm my own worst enemy. And I'll find a way to quit when they bury me. 'Cause I can't turn down the drinks when they're free. I can't turn down the drinks when they're free. Oh, we're no different than the neon lights. We turn us on, we stay up all night. We do what we can, we put up a fight. We burn too long, we flicker and die. 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 My name's BJ Barham. Be good to each other.